So, is there an unwritten rule that you can't use your barbecue grill alongside your indoor kitchen? If you start something on the barbecue grill, can you finish it inside on your gas stovetop? Or likewise, can you split up the work? Or maybe if you're doing something inside your kitchen, can you also just take it all out and do it on your barbecue grill? Believe it or not, it's a very popular question. People think that you can't interchange the two, and to an extent, you can't. And I'll tell you about that a little bit later, a very specific case. But for the most part, it just adds in wonderful flavors and complexity to your meals. All right, so you guys are probably noticing a bunch of camera gear to the left of me, behind me on the table. And that's because I just got done shooting some videos, some content for my other channel, which is dedicated to video making and all camera reviews and things like that, tutorials on how to make videos. So if you are interested, surprise, surprise, I have a second channel. Go check it out, subscribe, and show your support if you're interested in camera gear, camera reviews, video making stuff, tutorials, things like that. All right, let's get to this video. So I really wanted to make this video, and in particular, it's all about utilizing your barbecue grill, not just for weekend barbecuing or barbecuing in general, but also to combine it with your indoor kitchen. There's nothing wrong with that. There is no rule on there that says you can't utilize the barbecue grill in parallel or to complement your indoor kitchen. And trust me, not only is it convenient and you can get a lot done, but it's also extremely flavorful. I don't know how to describe it. Like when you have that smoky charred taste of, let's say, fajitas is a perfect example. You're grilling some carne asada on the barbecue grill. You have that smoky taste, that flavor. But then inside, you are stir frying the vegetables, right? And you're adding in your butter and you're adding in all these great things, and the dish is being elevated. And then you combine the two, and for most people, that adds another layer of complexity. So they can't quite put their finger on it. They know you used a barbecue grill, but they're also like, wow, this really tastes good. You know, it tastes like fajitas, but with a spin. I like to use the barbecue grill like that, right? I'll give you another example. Smoking some salmon on a pellet grill. It's absolutely delicious. And then I make a killer sauce inside, utilizing things like celery seeds and ginger, right? And maybe I'll make like a bourbon sauce that's going to complement the smoky flavor of the smoked salmon on the pellet grill. You guys get my point? Like, there's so much you can do, there's so much you can play, and it's going to open up a world for you. So don't be afraid to utilize the grill. If you guys are interested, I tried this before. It wasn't a very successful series, so maybe I'm looking for pointers from you guys, from the fans. But if you guys are interested, I would love to start doing some like recipe videos, really showing you guys like some really cool recipes and how to get that complexity, get that like layers of complexity in your food to get people like guessing. All right, so we just talked about utilizing the barbecue grill alongside your indoor kitchen to add that layer of complexity, keep people guessing, trying to figure out what you did. But what about totally utilizing your barbecue grill to do everything that you would be able to do in your indoor kitchen, but now on the grill? That's also another big option, another big advantage to barbecue grilling. So we all know this, I don't have to tell you guys, but most gas grills come with a side burner. And that's another great way to utilize your barbecue grill and that convenience that we talked about, and maybe do like a quick stir fry on that side burner of some vegetables or things like that. But before I had a gas grill, before I had a side burner, for example, my Weber kettle, I just used the inside of the grill to make a killer sauce, utilizing that smoky charcoal flavor. If you think your sauces rock, if you think your sauces are out of this world, wait until you cook them on a charcoal grill. Open flames, getting that smoky flavor. So again, this video is about utilizing your barbecue grill to its full potential, but I think a lot of people ignore the fact that you can do a lot of the same things that you do in the kitchen, but on the grill, and it's going to give you that smoky flavor, but in a different way. And it's definitely going to taste like you cooked it on the grill, but it's going to be another version of the same thing, but a better version, in my opinion. So I'm going to give you guys a very, very simple example. Today, I'm going to be cooking up some chicken wings. We're going to be putting the wings on the Roto Q360. I did a full video on that, reviewing it. If you guys are interested, I think it's a fantastic electricity-free, self-winding rotisserie. We're going to be grilling the wings on that rotisserie. We're going to let them go. But the difference is, not only am I going to infuse smoke into the wings, which I'm going to do, I'm going to use a smoke box, infuse smoke into the wings. We're not going to use charcoal. Show you guys how easy this is. We're just going to use a gas grill with the smoke box. I'm also going to cook up the sauce, which I would normally do indoors, right? My wing sauce, by the way, I love a traditional buffalo style sauce, just traditional Frank Red Hot with some butter, and let the butter emulsify in the sauce. It's fantastic. But what I love more is when you're cooking it on the grill, when you're warming it up, getting that sauce ready, and infusing smoke. It adds in a very delicious smoky flavor to the wings, but it's a familiar flavor. Try it out at home. This is probably the easiest recipe that I can give you guys. Cook up some wings on your gas grill. If you don't have a rotisserie, that's fine. If you don't have a gas grill, use a charcoal grill. That's fine. The charcoal grill is even better, to be honest. But just cook up the wings on the barbecue grill. You can lay them on the grill grates. You can use a Vortex if you want, if you have a Weber kettle, whatever. And then get a pan sauce, cook the sauce in the grill with the smoke. And, warm it up just like you would. Close the lid, let some of that smoke get in there. Open the lid. You don't need to do too much, just a touch. Don't overdo it. Just keep it gentle. We don't want to over smoke it to where all your friends and family, all they can taste is just the smoke. So just do a little bit and then pour it all over the wings when they're done, and you will see that it's going to be fantastic. Cook the sauce just like you would indoors. So put in your Frank Red Hot sauce and then put in some butter, cold butter, let it emulsify. Just let it simmer just a little bit and then you're good. And that's all really you have to do. So check that out. That's basically it for this video. It's a quick one. It's something that I actually wanted to do because I was at a barbecue. Mosquitoes are biting me, by the way. That's why I keep scratching. But I was at a barbecue and a friend of mine was like, oh, I got to run in to go, do something in the kitchen. And he kept coming back and forth. And I was like, hey, why don't you utilize the grill? The grill's just sitting there. And he's like, oh no, I'm going to cook these. I started them in the kitchen, so I'm going to finish them in the kitchen. I'm like, okay. You could grill the meat out here and then, do whatever you got to do, or combine them, or bring everything out here and utilize your barbecue. But he was like, you can do that? You can mix and match? And wouldn't you get flavors that don't agree, or half of it tastes barbecued? I'm like, obviously if you start on the grill searing your meat and then you bring it inside the pan or whatever, and you try to finish it off the pan, that's going to be funky, right? But if you have it in the pan and you're cooking it on top of the grill, that's different. I don't know if you guys have ever tried this, but if you start grilling on the grill a steak and then put it in the stove and in a pan and try to fry it, it has a really nasty taste because it didn't agree, right? But if you take a steak, put it in a pan and put it in the grill and cook it there, then it's all good. Why is that? Well, because the oil is absorbing the barbecue flavors. It's not disagreeing. So don't do that. That's called disagreeing. But if you wanted to grill it on the barbecue and then do some vegetables and mix and match, that's fine. So that's why I'm doing this video. I don't know, sometimes I'm like, oh, this is an actual question. I guess people are experiencing this. Let me make a video on it. And this video may or may not do well, but that's not the point. I just wanted to answer, I guess, this very simple question. So that's it for me, guys. If you found this video informative, please consider subscribing and joining our channel membership so we can continue making videos just like this one. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care, everybody.